I'd like to welcome you all to a VASA Gallery Talk with Michael Michlmayr. Michael is in Vienna, Austria. Michael, I want to welcome you to our series.
Hello, Roberto. Hi.
Hi, Michael. How you doing?
Hi. How are you doing?
How are you
Thank you.
doing
Fine.
with the
How are you
virus
doing?
going around?
Yes, I'm doing well with the virus. No, it's yes. Of course, it has been a different period now since weeks. We are closed down, but not totally locked down as you, I think, in Rome. So at least we had the possibilities to have a walk and have a bike ride outside. Yes, but of course, it's different times. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Rome is really locked down. In fact,
Yep.
you can only go out to the food market or short walks 100 meters from
Yeah.
your door, in a sense, and they will
Yeah.
find you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going
Yeah.
through a time of finding myself. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Of course. This
Well, I'll
is,
tell you,
yeah.
I'm happy you're able to sit down and talk with us about your photography and you as a photographer. Let's go and
Yeah.
talk about your work as a starting point. And if you
Yeah.
can share your screen with us, that'd be wonderful.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I've prepared some images, but yes, let's talk first. Okay.
No, if you can share we'll start with your images.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. So, okay. Here we are. You see the images? Yes, it should
Yes, we
work.
got it.
Okay. So first you see some images from the Time Spaces series. I just showed them. And yes. Oh, I don't know why I cannot.
I know it's frustrating when you don't do it all.
Yes, now
There we
I
go.
don't know. Yes, now it's yes. Now here it works. Okay. So yes. So since a long time, I'm interested in fact in the photographic sequence, or if you want, the fixed image and also the moving image, or if you want, also photography and its frontier to the moving image.
Now, these are actually the same window
Yeah.
reproduced over and over, right?
Yes, maybe yes. This image, maybe yes, it could explain how my concept, how I'm working. Okay, so this shows it's. You might see, okay, it's a facade of a building, but in fact, it's always the same window at a different day. So it's on 15 days. It shows exactly 15 days, the same window. And then I put the images together and created this kind of facade. So in fact, yes, that's it. And
your pictures of people were actually, some people were repeating themselves. They were the same person in a
yeah,
number of parts of that image, right?
yes. Because, okay, it depends. Maybe we go back to this image. Yes. So you see, it's a kind of you might say also a sequence or a kind of an instant film. So there are persons. It depends always on the speed also of the person. I put it here. For instance, you see some persons. They just, I don't know. Some persons, they are repeated twice or 3 times. Other people are only 1 second here. So because, okay, you see this lady, she's she's standing there waiting for someone or so on. So she stays at this place. So as a, no, but first, as I'm maybe to the procedure, as I'm like I'm doing my photographs, I'm always at the same at one position, you know, and then I take pictures from different instances. And then later on, I bring these instances together to one image, like I put them together to one film. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know
Yes,
what I mean.
we see the
So
woman.
yeah,
We see the woman in the back with the black.
yes,
Yeah, and then she appears 3 times.
yes.
The man walking
Mm-hmm.
with the tan shorts on, he appeared
Yeah.
twice, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was because he, you know, even because he, on the first image from him, you know, at the left of the picture, you see he is bringing something. He is holding a box in his hand there, you know. He's delivering something. And then he is coming back without. So even it was a very long period, but he came back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, the blending is almost, you can't, I could never see the blending points. So it's
Yes.
nice work.
Yeah. So it's always a lot of research to find also a background who fits perfectly, yes, to do this. Because okay, I found this kind of background there, you know. It's like a stage, you know. It was hard to, because I had this image in my mind. I wanted to make this image, but I had to find first the background to do it, you know. And then I have to wait, and then I have to, yes, to take the pictures from these instances, and later on, yes, it's a work to put them together, yeah, on the computer.
And the pictures of you looking down on people, the same process?
Yes, we go there. Wait. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's always because I always take, it's always a small part of the image, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you see, and then I repeat it. So I wait, because here you see always also, you see those persons, they're sitting here, you know, but a lot of life around occurs, you know. So yes, in fact, it's a kind of an, I call it instant film. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you have the
And
escalator?
it's also the same here. Yeah. Yeah. And at the escalator, we go to the escalator. Yeah.
Aren't you in one of these pictures, if I remember right?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you more than once?
Yes. So in this is also, this is really is out of 2 films I made from an escalator. You know, it's really the film. This the photos from the film. Yes, from a video I took. You know, I made 2 videos, and yes, then I brought them together to this entire image.
Out of curiosity, where are you? Ah, I see you.
I was not. Yeah. Yes, here in the image. Yes, you can look for me. You found me.
Yes.
I'm there several times, I think.
It's like the
Yeah.
old "Where's
Yeah.
Waldo" photograph.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
Interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes, here's another escalator, but then a stairway. Yes, and then we came to the buildings. Then I did the same procedure. And if you yeah.
Yeah, you see the couple 3 times, 4 times in this.
Yeah, and also, of course, then later on a repetition of the landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it deals also sometimes I'm trying to uh, uh, to deal with the reality of photography and what's true and what's not true and what might be true, you know, because on one hand the picture could exist like this, but it doesn't exist like this, you know, but on the other hand, yes, you know, so it's a little bit uh, you know.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go. Good. Okay, and
This is a new series.
this is one of, yes, it's a new series, but I started some years ago also with this concept, but then now during the quarantine period I repeated it because in fact what you see is here, it's also it's the view out of my window to the park, and yes, what you see is a photograph. It's one entire week. So I exposed one entire week on a paper, on a photographic paper with a large format camera. And what you see here is the different lines of the sun, you know.
So the
Uh,
exposure existed over 7 days.
7 days, yes.
Yeah.
And till now, for instance, I covered the whole period of the quarantine, you know. So what you see, this is the last picture from last week, and you see a huge difference. What you see here is you see empty trees, you see the sun here, the sun, the lines of the sun, which is almost in the middle of the image, you know. And 6 weeks later, the sun is here at the left hand side, and you see even here it's totally covered with leaves. So the vegetation has changed a lot during
So
this period.
over that whole
And
time, over that whole time
yeah,
period, the camera never
yes,
moved. It was fixed on a
no,
track.
no, no, it was fixed. Yes, as in my previous series, you know, I'm a little bit a lazy guy, so I stay always at one point, and then I'm I'm observing my surrounding, you know, and then I'm bringing together those instances. Yeah, and yes, but now this is first I show both. This is really the image like it is on the negative on the paper, on the photographic paper. It gets also this color, so it because it's a black and white material, but it gets this color. So I like to see it also here, the negative. But of course, if you would do a positive, you would have this result, you know, and to understand better the image. So this you see really the park is during the whole week. It's also empty because of course of the time. And here you see, you know, it's it's now a different landscape, you know. It's the same position, the different time. It changes a lot. And now I show you one picture. What do you see here? What you could see here is that I took all those lines from the sun, and I put it. I used those lines from the sun as a point of reference, you know, and I overlapped it exactly, you know. And so what you see is a kind of movement of the landscape. But as you, if you want, this is we are now in quarantine. We cannot move. But what you see is really the journey of our planet surrounding the sun. You know, So we were moving, like it's exactly the landscape, you know.
Mhm. I really hope our
Yeah.
quarantine doesn't last that long. You know?
Yes, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is only one picture from the. Yeah, so this is the picture from the large format camera, which stays in front of my window. Since 6 weeks, it's there.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's no
yeah,
dedication.
yeah. Exactly. So yeah, maybe you have some questions, or I don't know, or did
Well, no,
you?
I think it's interesting how you mentioned before your interest in film and video, and that
Yeah,
combining the concepts of
yeah.
film is multiple images projected 24
Hmm.
or 8 frames a second.
Yeah,
And here you're showing us all at one time, all these frames.
yeah.
And it's almost, it's an amazing play of space and time.
Yes, this is. In fact, this is my interest. Yeah. Um, it's also to having different you say in English intervals,
Hmm.
interval, no, yeah,
Yes, that's right.
to to dealing with different intervals, very short one, very long ones, and short instances, long instances, and yeah. Mm.
Okay, are there
Yeah.
other images you want to show us?
Um, yeah. No, no. I just prepared
Okay,
those images, but yeah. uh, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
You cancel screen share.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
come back to us. There you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very interesting work, Michael. I mean, and your
I think.
commitment to working through an idea over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should mention that Michael had an exhibition on VASA, and the whole exhibition,
Yes.
as well as videos and writings, are all archived. So you can go back
Ah,
into the
yes.
VASA archive and see it. But you know, Michael, it's obviously that you're not interested in reportage in a traditional sense. That your work is more conceptual. Could you
Yeah.
talk about your interest in conceptual photography?
Yes. My interest in. Yes. It's that you're following a certain research, a certain idea, and how could I say that you uh, um, sorry, I
Yeah, I
made
think.
some notes, but I couldn't find them. Uh,
Okay.
so maybe we can cut it out and then.
No, no, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It's,
This is
you
what
know, it's a little
these
bit.
are
It's
conversations. They're not, stagnant or
yes,
frozen
but
interviews.
maybe I cut it as. No, I'm not so used to those conferences, you know. So it's a
Oh,
little bit a new situation. So
sure, sure.
yeah.
But your work is,
And
did you ever do reportage, documentary work?
not that much. No. It's more. No, in fact, also maybe you could say sometimes it's also a kind of reportage because I'm working outside. I'm working also on the street. As if you want, it's also a kind of street photography what I'm doing, but I'm more interested in following. Uh, it's a kind of stop. It's
Okay, okay. Well,
okay.
look at.
No.
I
Well,
know sometimes this is
sorry.
difficult being recorded, and especially
Yes, so
English is
it
not
makes it a
your.
little bit. You know,
Yeah,
when it's always different when we're talking together like this
yeah.
without the. We can talk
Howard.
normally, you know, and
Yes.
then and if I see the, it's always different. It's a
And
little bit
we need to point
because
out that.
and then I cannot find the word, so it's
Well,
a
I mean, English is
it's
not your first language, so it's not,
yes,
it's understandable. But look at
yeah
tell us
yeah
briefly, because we're running out of time. Tell us briefly
yes, but
what your history of photography is. How did you get into it? Why were you interested in photography and, not become something else?
Yes, I think yes, collecting this. No, when I first got my camera, maybe I was 16, 17 years old. It was a kind of very nice tool for me to. I could use the camera as a kind of making a kind of diary with images, so collecting images, collecting my environment around me, collecting those moments. And yes, this was was a big interest for me. And then also, of course, I was as a later on, of course, by also studying the history of photography, seeing pictures from other photographers, watching films, etc. So yes, I found out that this is that I want to participate in this world of images, and this the how could I say the camera is my tool of my expression, yes, to express myself. Yeah.
I should also mention to the viewers that you exhibit internationally.
Yeah.
You have a gallery representing you in Lyon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In France.
Yeah. Yes.
Which gallery is that?
The Galerie Dreyer,
Okay, and you're also associated with the Photography Gallery of Vienna.
Yes, I'm working there also as in the team of the Photo Gallery Wien. Yes.
Well, Photo Gallery of Wien is interesting because it's a co-op, more or less. It's non-profit, and people who work there are basically part of the co-op, and you make joint decisions on what the exhibitions are.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're making decisions together. So we have our meetings, and yes, we are doing together our program. And so we are all curators also. So we are curating the shows together, and yes.
And that gallery is one of the first photo galleries in Austria?
Yes, exactly.
Started with 1980, I think.
Yes, it's almost 40 years. Yes, now. Now.
It's a while.
Yeah. Yes, it's a while.
Especially
yes,
in these times, economically for nonprofits, it's interesting. Well, Michael, I do want to thank you for taking part. Obviously, this was not rehearsed and wasn't scripted, so it makes it more fluid, and we get to see you.
Yeah.
Well, one more quick question. We have about 2 minutes left. Are you doing any new projects?
There are some projects in my mind, and we will see but we will see how time will in fact how also this corona times will continue, and so something in my mind.
Okay, well, maybe we'll get back together again and a year from now and see how your current work has evolved out of this current stuff.
Okay,
I want to thank you, and I remind the viewers that Michael has a show. It's archived on the VASA site. And again, Michael, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for the conversation, Roberto, and yes.
Yeah, okay.
Goodbye.
It's always hard to end these things. It's always hard to end these things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Take care, Michael. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao. Bye-bye. You too.